In this series, we talk about how Viv fucks up. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian and this is another unboxing video. This package arrived at 2 p.m. today and it's supposed to arrive tomorrow, so I wasn't expecting to film today, but I'm super excited to have received it. Look at how big this box is. So in this box, I have two plants. One of them is a round form Gloriosum, and if you watch my NSC Tropicals unboxing haul, you'll see that I have already gotten two round form Gloriosums right here. But I ordered this before I placed that order, so I wasn't expecting to get these actually. So instead of one, I have three now. And the other plant is super exciting because it is a Philodendron McDowell. And a Philodendron McDowell is a hybrid between the Gloriosum and the Pastazenum. I have my two plants out right here so you can tell, but it kind of looks like an in-between the two, so not as velvety as the Gloriosum, but not as shiny as the Pastazenum. So what's exciting about this package is that the McDowell is freaking huge. Like, it is the biggest plant that I will have in my collection. I think the Pastazenum comes close, but this, I believe, is supposed to be about half the size of my body. I'm not sure yet. The seller told me that it was potted in a 7-gallon pot and it should have about 5 or 6 leaves. But he sent me a similar picture and it was ginormous. So I cannot wait to unbox this. So let's get right into it. The order was shipped on Saturday and I received it today on Monday. So it only stayed in the box for 2 days, which is awesome. This plant came from Florida from a seller named Richard Ra. And he has a website as well called Tree05Tropical. I'll put a link down below. But I've bought a Gloriosum from Richard before and it came out amazingly. So when I saw that he had the McDowell in stock, I immediately sent him a message and was able to get one of these. I think in one of my previous videos I mentioned that I've wanted to collect all of the big heart philodendrons, so this is definitely on my wish list. I have pretty much everything else except the Mame, and if there are any other hybrids in between, I am also looking for those. So you can see that there are some zip ties at the bottom. If you watch Richard's boxing video of the McDowell, you can see that he has poked some holes in it and then zip tied the plant itself to the box, which I think is really smart to do. So I see some polyfill. Ooh, I see a stem already. Oh my god, can you guys see that? I'm worried about tipping the whole thing over. Isn't that huge? Ooh. Okay, so here is the Gloriosum. I'm trying to pry it out. It's just a little baby, but it's so cute. You can see that there's a little bit of cosmetic damage right here, but that's okay. It looks pretty good so far. I will check the roots in a minute. All right, I gotta sit up for this one. Oh my gosh. It is huge. Okay. Whew. All right. I gotta come down a little bit, but let me see if I can get rid of the zip tie. Okay, I don't think my knife is working. I'm gonna get a pair of scissors. I really don't know what the best way to take this out is, but it's so big. Okay. I'm just going to gingerly pull the top out. You guys. Oh. Oh, look at this. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. It has an inflorescence as well. So this looks like it's its newest leaf, but it also seems like it's hanging on by a thread. So I'm actually just gonna pull it out because it's going to fall off anyway. Oh, I feel so bad to do this, but it's just gonna drop off. So I think this was its new leaf, which is pretty big, but yeah, you can kind of see it was just hanging on by a thread, so it was just going to fall off. Let me just see if I can lower it so you guys can take a look at it a little bit better. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves. Actually 6 now that one has dropped off, which is okay. There are some cosmetic damage on this plant, but I think it is as expected as it is ginormous. Here's another one, it has a bit of a tear, but that's okay. And then look at how big that leaf is. Hate test, or well, I'll just hide behind it. I am so shook right now. I knew it would be big, but to see it in person, I feel like it's a whole nother experience. Okay, so I will be repotting this in a larger version of this rectangular self-watering planter because they are crawlers and I want to make sure they don't crawl out of the pot. So I will be right back. I will figure it out. I can carry it. Jesus Christ. Okay guys, feel like I might have kind of fucked up. So I ran out of a lot of the mix that I use in my aeroid mix to make this. I put them all into this bag and I'm really hoping there's enough in here to fill the whole pot, but honestly I'm not really sure, so we'll have to see about that. I do have this hunk of cocoa coir that I'm trying to soak in water so that I could get a bit more, but I really don't want to mix them up in a substrate that's very heavy, that has a lot of water retention. But I did run out of both my charcoal and my orchid bark, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I brought out my silver pasta xanum right here that I think I will repot on the other side of the plant because it's a really big pot and this is only going to take half of the room, if not 1/3 of it. So I feel like I do not want the other corner to go to waste. So I'll just have one on this corner and then the other on this side. So before we get started, I do want to pot the Gloriosum first, this baby one right here. So let's take a look at the roots and see how they look. And I have a little nursery pot for this. This is a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be, but I think it's still pretty cute, so that's okay. Looks like it's wrapped in saran wrap in moss. And the moss still feels pretty damp, which is good. Okay, so here's the rhizome. It's really interesting, it's going straight down. And here are the roots. I feel like the roots are a little bit lacking. Let's see. It does feel a little bit squishy out here, which is not that great. That usually means that there's some root rot. I'm gonna see if I can peel out. I'll be back. I'm going to rinse this off. So after some thought, I've actually decided that I'm going to be placing the Gloriosum into this little glass cup filled with moss instead of substrate. I was washing the roots earlier and there were a few rots, so this is what's left of the roots. You can see it's not very extensive. And the way you can tell when there's rot is when you pull gently on the root, and if it comes out like a sleeve, if it gets degloved, then it's not that great. So here's the plant. It does have some good roots and the rhizome looks really good. I see a couple of growth point, one right here and one right there, as well as over here too, so that's good. So I think this plant might need a little bit of rehab, but that should be okay. So what I did was I mixed up some moss with diluted Super Thrive. It's my go-to for plants without extensive root system. So I'm gonna put this in my terrarium just for it to rehab a little bit. And I like to use a clear container so that I can see how the roots are doing. Okay, so this plant should be good as is. Isn't she cute? So tiny. Yeah, so this is done. And now for the big one. I'm actually kind of dreading this because I'm really scared if I have enough mix or not, but I guess we'll see. There's a huge mess here and I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but hopefully it won't be too difficult. I'd say this thing's about, I don't know, maybe 5 pounds. It's not too heavy, but it is enough to have quite some weight. Ooh, but you can see the roots here looks pretty good. They are all white, which is awesome. You know what, actually, I'm going to lift this out. Handy dandy handle. and put this aside. Ooh, those are some good roots. This looks like a very healthy plant. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but holy moly. Now I'm really afraid that some giant bug is gonna just come running right out. Whew. I hope this pot is big enough. Oh. Oh. Maybe I'm not gonna pot this with this plant. This is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Okay guys, so I've changed my mind again. I think I'm gonna put it in this pot instead because it's deeper and the roots were a lot more extensive than I thought they would be. I should have gotten a bigger pot. I don't know why I keep doing this. And I always underestimate the size of a plant. Ah, damn it. Okay, so I was trying to see if it fit into this pot instead, but the diameter was a bit too small, so it would immediately crawl right out of the pot. I think this is my best bet for now. It's a little bit shallow, but I think that the plant will be okay. So let's continue. Oh. So I'm not putting it all the way at the end because it looks like the rhizome has crawled straight across, go downwards, and then is hitting the end right here at the pot. This is the furthest I can hold it back. You know, I thought this pot would be too long for the plant, but now looking at it, I think this is the right length. It has some room as well to crawl to the left. You know how gardening is generally supposed to be very relaxing? I'm kind of stressed right now. This plant is so heavy and my left arm is getting tired. It's really cool though. I can see a growth point right here, so I'm excited for that. Oh boy, that's the rest of the soil. Yeah, I fuck up a bit. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna put the rest of the cocoa coir in here, and I'm going to see if I can put in as much perlite as I can so that the soil won't be as dense and would be a bit airy. Oh gee, I need your help. Okay, you open it for me, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's good, thanks. I am very struggle. This is difficult, lemon difficult. So I poured some perlite in as well as the cocoa coir. I'm just gonna mix it with my hand in here. This is definitely not very ideal. Hopefully you'll learn from my mistake next time and actually have enough supplies. How much soil does it need? Hey Chi. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask another favor. Yeah, if you could put it here, please, thanks. Well, it kind of stands up right now. Okay guys, so I think this is as good as it's going to get. It got super dark by the time I was done. I had to adjust the camera to brighten up a little bit, so if the quality looks kind of grainy, you know why. I've managed to repot the plant and it seems like it's holding up fine. The leaves are a little bit droopy, but I think with some time and some sunlight, it will get a little bit happier. I also have the tiny Gloriosum right here with me. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a very stressful experience, but I'm so in love with how big these leaves are, and I hope that you like them too. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!